John Travolta, the smooth-talking, dance floor-dominating Hollywood icon, has lived a life under the brightest spotlights. But behind the charm, fame, and legendary roles lies a story few truly know. This is not just the tale of a movie star, it's the emotional, heartbreaking, and resilient journey of a man who's faced unimaginable highs and crushing lows. Born in 1954 in Englewood, New Jersey, John was the youngest of 6 in a lively Irish-Italian household. With a mother who was a drama teacher and former singer, and a father who once played semi-pro football, John was surrounded by a mix of performance and discipline. Acting was in his blood, and by 17 he dropped out of school and headed straight to New York to chase the dream. After some hustle and heartbreak, he eventually landed in Los Angeles, where a role on Welcome Back turned him into a teen idol. Soon came Grease and Saturday Night Fever, and just like that, Travolta became a household name. But Hollywood is ruthless. As the 80s rolled in, the hits dried up. Critics turned cold and casting calls slowed. For a time, it seemed Travolta's stardom had faded. That is, until Quentin Tarantino handed him a lifeline in Pulp Fiction. With that comeback, Travolta wasn't just back. He was unforgettable. Yet behind the spotlight, Travolta's personal life was filled with sorrow. His first great love, actress Diana Hyland, tragically died of cancer in his arms. Then, in 2009, his son Jet passed away suddenly while on a family vacation, a loss that shook him and his wife Kelly Preston to their core. Still, the couple stayed strong and welcomed another son, Benjamin, in 2010. But heartbreak came knocking again when Kelly died in 2020 after a quiet 2-year battle with cancer. Travolta didn't collapse under the weight of grief. Instead, he focused on fatherhood and healing, leaning heavily on his faith and connection to Scientology, a relationship that has drawn its fair share of controversy over the years. While critics question the church's practices, Travolta has credited it with helping him survive the darkest chapters of his life. And then, of course, there were the scandals. Awkward public slip-ups like mispronouncing Idina Menzel's name at the Oscars, and more serious allegations that made headlines but were ultimately dismissed or quietly settled. Through it all, Travolta never stopped performing, and never stopped surprising us. Beyond Hollywood, Travolta is a certified pilot with his own fleet of planes, and a man who quietly donates time and resources to disaster relief. He's never won an Oscar, despite unforgettable performances, but his real legacy might just be his resilience. John Travolta isn't just a movie star. He's a man who's danced through fame, stumbled through tragedy, and risen time and again. At Starloopnews, we believe it's not just about the roles you play, it's about the battles you fight when no one's watching. So what do you think? Does John Travolta deserve more recognition? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe to Starloop News, and tap the next video on your screen for more unforgettable Hollywood stories.